Good Friday morning, television family. This is Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, Friday the 13th. Ooh. I'm Dan Kuntz. I'm your host. I didn't shave. Thought I'd get that out of the way right now. Feeling pretty good, 48 degrees. You'll notice there's a couple of clouds out there. They're not going to hang around very much. They're going to be departing our area here in the not too distant future. One more day of pretty good sunshine, sunny, mild, right around what we hit yesterday. We hit 63 yesterday, 64 I think it was yesterday, something like that. It was about normal. Looking pretty good today. Weak weather systems are not really packing a great deal of punch, but they're out there and they're going to slide in and out, back and forth over the next 4 or 5 days. Once we get through today, we're going to have some measurable rain coming up over the weekend. If you plan on watching the annual solar eclipse tomorrow morning, we'll let you know the odds of you seeing it. As far as cloud cover is concerned, we'll have that for you. We'll have a lot of news as well. Sports, the Wenatchee Wild hired a new coach to replace their fired Kevin Constantine. We'll introduce you to him. We'll have the whole weekend prep sports action. College football cracking from last night. Seahawks play. It's October. It's sports. Baseball playoffs. Got a whole bunch of sports coming your way. Programming reminder, we will be in Kashmir tonight for Kashmir Bulldog football. We got the Bulldogs taking on the OMAC Pioneers. OMAC beat them last year, and OMAC won the Caribou Trail League championship last year and punched their ticket to the playoffs by beating the Bulldogs. So they got some revenge on their mind in Kashmir, plus it's homecoming. Brandon Harley and Grant Olson with the call. We'll take to the air at about 6:45 tonight. Looking forward to that. And tonight is Night in a Box. It's much earlier than normal. It's about a month earlier than it normally is. The annual fundraiser for the Lighthouse Christian Ministries. It will be at the Save Mart parking lot again tonight. Sean Arrington and Kelly Kennedy will give you one more reminder that it's not too late to participate in Night in a Box tonight. We'll hear from them, and Mike Bignotti has an opinion as well. And at 2 minutes after the hour, we begin our tour. And again, it looks fairly cloudy, and you're thinking, okay, well, is the sun coming out? Well, the sun will come out. If the sun doesn't come out, we got bigger issues than just what's going on around here. Let's take a look at our PTZ camera. Sunrise this morning, by the way, officially will be at 7:16. Sunset tonight, 6:17. That is 11 hours and 1 minute of daylight. We dip under the 11-hour of daylight mark come tomorrow, the valley, from our Wenatchee Heights camera. And again, you can see the clouds. They're not low-hanging clouds. They're kind of up there, but they are expected to burn off a little bit, and then we'll have some sunshine. Let's head on up to McNeil Canyon, see what Lake Chelan looks like. It looks like something like that. Oh, we haven't zoomed in just a little bit. Good morning to Lake Chelan. I was spent a great deal of time in Kashmir yesterday, and I noticed the Wenatchee River is really low, but it should be really low this time of the year, and it will get lower still until the rains come. And so, yeah, I noticed it's just barely a hose trickling in the Wenatchee River anyway. Good morning to Lake Wenatchee. Up to Waterville we go. Oh, no, he switched it to me. Uriah, you impetuous goof guy. That is the Rock Island camera. Good morning to Rock Island. The truck stop there, the lovely hamlet of Rock Island, a little slice of Malaga on the other side of the river. Got that zoomed in a little bit, and there's a little slice of the Rock Island Golf Course. Boy, we're running out of golf season, aren't we? Real quick like. Hello to Waterville. So I guess we're not doing Rock Island, I guess we're not doing the Waterville camera. How about Billy Goat? We doing that one, you right? Yes, we are going to do that. Hello, Billy Goat. Hello, Midhow River. Hello, Pateros. Hello, Bridgeport. Hello, Brewster. Hello, Clouds. Hello, Alta Lake. Hope you have a good weekend up there in OMAC. It's 39 right now in OMAC. It is 10 degrees cooler up there than it is down here. Tomorrow morning there's going to be a solar eclipse. It's an annual solar eclipse. It's going to peak out at about 9:30. It'll happen between 10 and 11 tomorrow. The best chances of clear skies will probably be kind of where we are. We've got a pretty good chance. It's a partial view of the solar eclipse. We won't be able to see the whole solar eclipse. We'll see about 80% of the sun covered by the moon. Not the whole thing, but it still ain't bad. We'll take it. And we may have clear enough skies tomorrow when it happens. It's going to be kind of hit and miss. We have a chance of sprinkles and clouds tomorrow morning. Eventually the clouds will depart, kind of like today, but they're going to be departing a little bit later on in the day. So it's kind of hit and miss. But we have a chance, anyway, of actually looking at it here in the Wenatchee Valley, the annual solar eclipse. From the National Weather Service, seasonal, nice, 64. Yesterday's high, 64. Normal high, 63. It's about where we're going to be today. Again, The clouds that we see now aren't going to be hanging around very long. Chance of rain overnight tonight in the wee small hours of the morning. We could get rain about midnight. It's more like sprinkles than rain, and certainly the clouds to accompany that. About a 50% chance of precipitation, overnight low of about 50. Tomorrow morning, slight chances of light sprinkles until about 8:30 or so, plus clouds. Then gradually the sun will come out as we progress through Saturday, and we're going to be pretty warm, high of 67. Good chance of measurable rain Saturday night. Rain likely, as a matter of fact, Saturday night, about a 70% chance of rain overnight Saturday night into Sunday. Sunday morning, you'll wake up to some fog and clouds. It will depart. We'll top off with sunshine on Sunday and a high of 67. Back to work on Monday. Clouds, maybe some light rain, high of 67, and then things get settled. It'll be fairly dry and mild for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Measurable rain Saturday night into Sunday. That's about the only significant event. There's a series of systems out there, but they're really not much to speak of. They're kind of ambling around. Going to take a break at 6 minutes after the hour. You can take a break too and then come right back and join me. We'll have your Friday morning headlines. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life Channel.
At Confluence Health, our mission is clear: to provide exceptional care for our community. We believe in healthcare that's personal and local because we're just like you, members of this great community.
We are Confluence.
Local care by and for our community.
Local care by and for our community.
Local care by and for our community.
We are Confluence.
We're turning up the heat with the hottest deals of the year. Right now, during the hot summer clearance sale, only at Click It RV. #1 in sales and service. The best RV brands. Over 1,000 to choose from. And the best deals of the year on remaining 2023 model year-end clearance with incredible 30% off. Brand new RVs discounted up to 30%. Save thousands. Plus, no payments until 2024. During the hot summer clearance sale, now only at Click It RV. 5 Superstore locations. Hurry in today.
Hi, this is Frank Kuntz, Mayor of the City of Wenatchee. Mike Poyer will make a great mayor. Mike is consistent, he's thoughtful, he shows up, he's prepared, and he always gets to the right answer. Mike just loves this town. He was born and raised here. He has a passion for making this place better, as we all do. And it's been a pleasure working with him on Wenatchee City Council for the past 4 years, and I just look forward to having him lead our city going forward. So join me in voting for Mike Poyer, Mayor.
Hey there folks, Blueberry Carrie here to invite you on out to experience Blueberry Hills. Of course, the food is fabulous, like our cheese splints, our famous French dip, our legendary Eggs Benedict, and unforgettable burgers. But we're more than just great food. People come from all over the world to experience what's been called one of the best destination restaurants in the Pacific Northwest. So come on out and see what all the fuss is about. Blueberry Hills in Manson. It's where the world is coming to.
Cloud cover is fairly prevalent right now, but we'll see sunshine for the vast majority of the day. We'll be in the lower 60s. Light rain possible overnight tonight into Saturday. Good dose of rain Saturday night into Sunday and above normal temperatures. It's 9 minutes after the hour. A convicted sex offender was re-sentenced Wednesday in Chelan County Superior Court, but his prison term remains the same. 58-year-old Lonnie K. England is serving 89 months for his guilty plea to 2 counts of first-degree child molestation. Now, when he was initially sentenced in 2021, Judge Kristen Ferreira assigned him to indeterminate sentencing. That means a review board could choose to keep him confined for life. But because England's crimes were committed before the law was changed in 2001, an appellate court ordered the indeterminate sentence part of his sentence to be lifted. He remains held at the Airway Heights Correction Center near Spokane. A study conducted by the Washington State Hospital Association finds that the first 6 months of this year, hospitals in Washington State reported nearly $750 million in operating losses. Dr. Andrew Jones is the CEO of Confluence Health, and he says the 4-county medical system, they're not immune to the upheavals. In a media call with the association on Wednesday, Jones said flat revenues and rising costs of contract labor, specifically traveling nurses and doctors, are at the heart of the financial crisis.
In 2019, Confluence Health spent $3.6 million on contract labor. In 2022, we spent $54 million on contract labor. So we're not that big an organization. That's a tremendous expense. And that's what it took to keep all of our beds open all the time, even when they were not full at the height of COVID and other times. And certainly we had support from many people to do that. What we realized is that we had to closely match our available, how many beds we made available to the staffing we were able to provide and minimize our use of travelers. And that's been our journey for the last year or more. And it's been very difficult. Hospital medicine is a high volume, low margin business. So in the best case scenario, historically, the revenue from each patient sort of barely exceeded the cost of providing the services. With these sort of small, seemingly small changes, and sometimes bigger changes in the cost of labor and other things, that situation was flipped. Services that had a small operating margin to help sustain the business went to being a cost for the organization.
A ruling from the Growth Management Board is going to allow the city of Leavenworth to plan for denser zoning in its urban growth area. You might remember back in February, Chelan County Commissioners rejected the city's plan to reduce minimum lot sizes in its unincorporated areas from 10,000 or 12,000 square feet down to 8,000 square feet, and that would allow for more housing on land that the city will one day annex. Denser zoning has been a key part of Mayor Carl Floria's drive for more affordable housing in Leavenworth. Well, the city appealed, and last week the state board said the county's decision violated the Growth Management Act and that a 1997 agreement with the city required Chelan County to approve its zoning regulations in the urban growth area on the city's north side. Chelan County spokesperson Jill Fitzsimmons says the county is evaluating that decision. A Wenatchee man is charged with hit and run, DUI, and vehicular assault for allegedly striking a pedestrian with his vehicle. This happened last month. 60-year-old Ward G. Larson was arrested after police said he left the scene of the accident at the intersection of Poplar and Westwood Avenues at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon of September 26th. He allegedly failed a breathalyzer test after police caught up to him a couple of blocks away. Larson was arraigned Wednesday in Chelan County Superior Court. He faces a possible trial in January. The 45-year-old pedestrian suffered multiple broken bones in that incident. The innovative Cashmere-based agribusiness company Beta Hatch is done. They have closed their doors. Founder Virginia Emery told the Wenatchee World that the company shut down last month after opening its plant at the former Treetop location in the summer of 2022. Beta Hatch raised mealworms and insect eggs for processing into animal feed and fertilizer. A $400,000 state grant last year was meant to develop a second site here in Wenatchee, but that never actually happened. Beta Hatch's equipment and fixtures will be sold off in an online auction that starts on Tuesday. Corey Clark is a local criminal defense investigator in town. He also loves collecting toys, and this marks the 4th year of Corey Clark hosting the Greater Wenatchee Toy Show. But for the first time ever, this year's toy show has a theme.
My name is Corey Clark, and I am the creator and founder of the Greater Wenatchee Toy Show. I have always loved toys since I was a little kid, and there's so much nostalgia built into them. Growing up in the 1980s and 90s, toys were completely put into our media, put into our music, put into our movies, our cartoons, even into our breakfast cereal. So every time I see a vintage toy, I've always just been attracted to it and wanting to buy it and own it and collect it. I'm not 100% sure how many toys I have. Every time I find a new collection that's something I love, I buy it. There's got to be over 1,000 toys in there, but I've actually never done a full head count. A favorite toy in my collection is going to be the My Pet Monster. It was like a giant stuffed animal that came out when I was around 6 years old. And it was kind of like my buddy, a best friend that you'd carry around everywhere with you. And he was awesome. On October 21st, we are going to have the Greater Wenatchee Halloween Toy Show. This is our actually 4th toy show that we've done in Wenatchee, but it's the first time that we're incorporating Halloween into the show. So a Halloween toy show is very unique, and in fact, I've never attended one, and that's one of the first reasons why I wanted to build a Halloween toy show. I absolutely love Halloween, and in all my years of collecting toys and everything and going to other toy shows, I found hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Halloween and toy collectors, and I thought this would be a great time to merge those together because I have such a passion and love for Halloween as well. As far as other people, we have over 80 vendor tables ready to go for the show. It's a sold-out vendor event. We can probably not fit any more in there. And so we have vendors coming from all over Washington, Oregon, and Idaho to attend this and bring some of the best, rarest, coolest, unique toys, comics, video games, and yeah, Halloween items. The Greater Wenatchee Halloween Toy Show is not only a place where die-hard collectors can come and find the items they need for their collection, but it's an absolutely family-free, family-fun environment where kids can come in and find modern collectibles, they can find Pokemon cards, they can just have a great time and enjoy some of the Halloween displays we have in there. The show is going to be running on October 21st at the Wenatchee Convention Center, and our times are going to be from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. for the show hours. The cost to get into the Greater Wenatchee Toy Show is $5 for adults. Kids 12 years of age and under are free. Not only are we going to have amazing things to buy in regards to toys, video games, and comic books, but we also have a large Halloween area set up. We have a lot of Halloween photo opportunities for the entire family to take pictures with life-size props, including Jack and Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. We also have Frankenstein, we have the Witch from The Wizard of Oz, and so many other surprise photo ops. On top of that, at 11:30 a.m., we are hosting a costume contest for all kids who come to the show dressed. And that costume contest winner will get a fantastic prize.
Sounds like fun. Again, that's 1 week from tomorrow at the Wenatchee Convention Center, and you're in the loop on what's making news on this Friday morning. One more newscast will come your way tonight at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 10 o'clock. The NCW Life Evening News, 5, 6, and 10 on television. If that's doesn't fit into your rather busy schedule, we have our news up and running on our homepage, ncwlife.com, on our Facebook page, on our YouTube page. Technology, it's a beautiful, wonderful thing, although it scares me. And if you have something out there that you think warrants our attention, get a hold of us. We'd love to hear from you. Send us an email, news@ncwlife.com. When we come back, cracking hockey, the weekend that will be in prep and college sports. The Wenatchee Wild have a new coach as well, plus the Obscura holiday. Today in history, a couple of celebrity birthdays to pass along. Mike McNaughty has got an opinion. And one more reminder, Night in a Box is tonight. We'll hear from Sean Arrington and Kelly Kennedy. It's a busy Friday, Friday the 13th. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units. Get your favorite beverage and a wide variety of food choices all under one big roof at the Tap Room in Pybus. The Tap Room has the most popular choices for lunch and dinner in the valley. With unique appetizers, salads, sandwiches, and tasty rice bowls, everybody will find a new favorite dish. Plus many craft beers from Hellbent Brewing, or you can choose wine, cider, or a delightful craft cocktail. Experience the family-friendly Tap Room at Pybus for yourself. It's just what you've been looking for.
Campfire North Central Washington, serving youth ages 3 to 18. Register today in one of Campfire's programs. Club members meet regularly with volunteer leaders to learn responsibility, sharing, cooperation, and citizenship. When a child is involved in Campfire, they will be actively learning and engaged in activities, encouraged to learn new skills, feel a part of the group, learn to work in a team setting, participate in planning, goal setting, and making lasting memories.
20 minutes after the hour, the Nashville Predators handed the Seattle Kraken their second loss of the young season, shut them out in Nashville last night. The final was 3-0. Both teams opened their seasons on Tuesday night with losses on the road. I apologize for the fuzzy highlights. When I edited this, it was 3:30 in the morning, and at 3:30 in the morning, not only is the video fuzzy, but so is my brain.
Long stretch of action, end to end with no whistles. Now Jaden Schwartz leaves it for Gord. Give and go. Guided to the net. Stick aside by Saros. Yamamoto getting a chance on the power play unit number 2. Bjorkstrand had his pass stolen by Cole Smith. Right up the seam. Charging after it, Sissons. He's got it! He scores! Short-handed goal in dynamic fashion. Smith with the steal. Sissons with the tuck. It's 1-0 Nashville.
On home ice here at Smashville goes to Colton Sissons. And look at the work there by Cole Smith. Just chips that puck to the middle. And Sissons wins the battle here. Gets that net front. Stays on his feet and then lifts the puck backhand over Grubauer's right pad in the back of the net. 1-0.
Carrier to Nyquist. Nyquist, a no-look pass. He scores! It bounced in. On the delayed penalty, the Predators doubled the lead. They kept the pressure on. Nyquist fired it right towards the net.
And this team works. They don't give up. Look at that second effort by Ryan O'Reilly to get the puck back to the point. And look at the puck movement up to the top. It's just so calm. They've got the extra attacker on. And what does Nyquist do? He goes right to the front of the net. Banks it in. Ryan O'Reilly. This is off. Does that go off Philip Forsberg and then Dumoulin?
Nashville got a little luck from the post. Now Winberg makes a dynamic move. Gets in, but then fans on the shot. Falling down is Fabro. And then fanning on the shot on the other side was Yamamoto. Down to the empty net.
Kraken have one more game, by the way, on their season opening road trip. That is tomorrow night at 5 o'clock. They'll be in St. Louis to take on the Blues. All right, baseball. Philadelphia Phillies beating the Atlanta Braves 3-1 Thursday night. They win their National League Division Series in 4 games. The Phillies blasting 3 home runs in Game 4, 2 from Nick Castellanos and another solo shot from Trey Turner. It was Castellanos' 4th home run in the last 24 hours and his 2nd consecutive game with 2 home runs. So the Phillies move on to the National League Championship Series for a 2nd consecutive season. Phillies will take on the Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks swept the Dodgers. In fact, the 5 teams with the best record in baseball, the Dodgers, the Braves, the Orioles, the Rays, and the Brewers, all eliminated. Baseball, it's a funny game. All right, local sports. We'll start out with Big 9 volleyball. The Wenatchee Panther volleyball team did something last night they have not done all season. They dropped a set in league play. But West Valley still didn't have what it took to knock off the league-leading Panthers. Wenatchee winning in 5 sets, 4 sets to 1. Eastmont righted their ship with a sweep of Ike, and Moses Lake dispatched Sunnyside in 3 sets. To the smaller schools in the combined both Caribou Trail League and Central Washington B, that way we'd save ourselves a little time. Cashmere swept Cascade in volleyball. Chelan over Quincy. Brewster got past Waterville, Mansfield, Tenasket in 4 sets over Lake Roosevelt. Okanagan beat Oroville, Manson over Liberty Bell, and Brewster defeated Bridgeport. Soccer last night. Cashmere has yet to lose a game this year. Cascade gave them a good one at Vale Elementary, but Cashmere moves to 9-0 on the year, 2-0 over Cascade, and Quincy on the pitch knocked off the Goats 3-0. Your prep football schedule. First of all, the Columbia Basin Big 9. The 2 local schools are on the road. The Wenatchee Panthers will be in Yakima, the gateway to Wapato. They'll take on Davis at 7 o'clock tonight. Eastmont, undefeated, ranked number 1 in the WIAA RPI Index. Have a tough one. They'll be in Sammamish to take on Skyline, the Spartans, tonight at 7 o'clock. Non-league game there, as you might imagine. Moses Lake will be at Sunnyside at 7 o'clock, and another Big 9 action. It's Eisenhower at West Valley, also at 7 o'clock. Caribou Trail League. Chelan will be at Quincy. They'll get going at 7 o'clock. Cascade has a non-leaguer at Columbia Burbank at 7 o'clock, and we will be in Cashmere as the Omat Pioneers and the Cashmere Bulldogs do battle for first place in the Caribou Trail League. We'll take to the air at about 6:45, kickoff at 7 o'clock. the handsome and talented Grant Olson and the handsome and debonair Brandon Harley with the call right here on the NCW Life Channel. CWAC football, Ellensburg travels to Othello. They'll get going at 7 o'clock tonight, and Grandview will be out in the Basin to take on the Tigers also at 7 o'clock. Central Washington B, the smaller schools. Full slate of games, 6 o'clock kickoffs for Tenasket at Northwest Christian. Also at 6 o'clock is Orville at Moses Lake Christian, and Pateras at Davenport. And at 7 o'clock, Okanagan will host Lake Roosevelt. Waterville Mansfield welcomes Bridgeport. Manson will say hello to Brewster, and Soap Lake travels to Antioch. Your soccer schedule tomorrow in the Columbia Basin Big Nine. West Valley travels to Wenatchee at Lee Bofto Field at the Apple Bowl. They'll go in at 1 o'clock. It's Eisenhower at Eastmont at 1 o'clock. Remember, Wenatchee and Eastmont are tied for first place now in the Big Nine, and Sunnyside travels to Moses Lake. College football, ESPN Game Day at Red Square on the campus of the University of Washington, and this is a big game. Number 8 Oregon Ducks, number 7 Washington Huskies, national television 12:30. Tomorrow, Arizona travels to the Palouse to take on Wazoo. That'll be at 4 o'clock on the Pac-12 network. Eastern Washington is at Idaho State at 3 o'clock, and Central Washington is at Midwestern State. That's in Texas, by the way. They'll kick off at 5 o'clock. Seahawks football, can't forget about the NFC West. Everybody is in action. The Seahawks will be in Cincinnati, the Queen City, to take on the Bengals, 10 a.m. on CBS. The 49ers will be at the Browns at 10 o'clock in the morning. You can watch that on Fox. And the Rams and the Cardinals in division play in Arizona at 1:30 on Fox. And as the Wenatchee Wild prepare to take the ice in Kent against the Seattle Thunderbirds, that gentleman is their new head coach. Roy Summer is the new coach. He, of course, replaces Kevin Constantine. Constantine was fired after just 2 games after being investigated by the WHL. He was suspended and then eventually fired. Summer comes to Wenatchee after spending the 2022-2023 season as head coach of the San Diego Gulls of the American Hockey League. He is from Oakland, California. His 828 wins in the AHL is most all time. Welcome to Wenatchee, Coach. And those are just some of the games that people are playing on this Friday the 13th, which is not an obscure holiday. It's not even a holiday. Your obscure holidays, most of them are frivolous and goofy. Not today. Today is National No Bra Day, and it's all about breast cancer awareness. You know, of course, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Now, most offices kind of insist that women wear underwear or a bra to work. So if you are required to wear a bra to work, women will wear purple to observe this particular day. It is No Bra Day. 1 out of 8 women in this country will be diagnosed with breast cancer sometime during her lifetime. There are 3 million breast cancer survivors walking amongst our country today. Breast cancer is the 2nd leading cause of death among all women in this country. It is the number 1 diagnosed cancer of any kind in this country. It's also the most common cancer in the world. Hang in there, ladies. National No Bra Day today. It is 29 minutes after the hour today in history. A whole bunch of white old men making decisions for the rest of the planet. That's what you see there. They all got together because they had to figure out where the heck the prime meridian is going to be. The prime latitude is the equator. That's simple. Everybody agrees with that. That's the prime latitude. But where are we going to put the meridian, the prime meridian? Where's 0 going to be? Well, a bunch of old guys like that got together at the International Meridian Conference, and they decide that the Greenwich Observatory in England would be the prime meridian. There was a lot of pressure going on. This was 1884. By 1870, with rail cars, making time zones important, everybody decided that by the 1870s we needed a prime meridian. So those old guys got together in 1884 and said, we'll just make it England and call it good. There you go. Happy birthday to the prime meridian. The very first World Series ended on this date 120 years ago today. It was a best-of-9 series. The Boston Red Sox defeat the Pittsburgh Pirates in 8 games. The owner of the Pirates took his gate receipts and added it to the losers' share of the proceeds after the World Series was over. So even though Pittsburgh lost the World Series, their players got more money than the Boston Red Sox players did, who won. And this was very important because the National League is considered a much better league than the upstart American League, but the upstart American League wins the first World Series, and it gave the American League, well, prestige, and it showed we belong with the big boys. The first World Series ended on this date in 1903. The 1960 World Series, the Yankees won. They beat Pittsburgh 10-0, 12-0, and 16-3. Dominated. Pittsburgh won little bitty games, 3-2 and 5-2, but it all went down to the 7th game of the World Series. It went down to the bottom of the 9th of the 7th game of the World Series at Forbes Field in Pittsburgh, and it ended like this.
Mark Ditmar throws. Here's a swing and a high fly ball going deep to left. Let's they do it. Back to the wall goes Berra. It is home run. The Pirates win.
Bill Mazeroski is the only player in baseball history to end a World Series with a home run in the bottom of the 9th inning of the 7th and deciding game. A couple of remarkable statistics from this game. There have been about 1,000 playoff games in professional baseball history since 1903, about 1,000 playoff games. This is the only playoff game in baseball history where nobody struck out on either side. The MVP of the 1960 World Series, Bobby Richardson of the New York Yankees. He is the only player from a losing team to be named the World Series MVP. And legendary entertainer Bing Crosby had a minority stakeholder. He was a part owner of the Pittsburgh Pirates. He was so nervous about Game 7, he didn't watch it. Instead, he videotaped it on a videotape machine, which he was one of the proponents of that. And then he watched the game after he knew that the Pirates were going to win. And then they kept the videotape in a wine cellar at Crosby's estate, where it sat untouched for 49 years. And then they found the original television broadcast, which is pretty cool. Yankees should have won anyway. Night baseball comes to the World Series on this date in 1971. The Baltimore Orioles and the Pittsburgh Pirates, the first night game in World Series history. Every World Series game between this game was always held in the daytime. Roberto Clemente has 3 hits. Pittsburgh comes back to win 4-3. Every World Series game played since Game 7 of the 1987 World Series has been at night. That is not right. If they're going to play a World Series game on a weekend, it should be broadcast during the day so the kids could watch it. Most World Series games begin and end long after kids go to bed. That's a problem. Get that fixed, folks. And 51 years ago today, October 13th, 1972, a plane carrying the national rugby team of Uruguay, their supporters, their coaches, their support staff, crashes in the Andes. We'll get back to this story on December 23rd. I think you know what we're talking about. 34 minutes after the hour. Happy birthday, Paul Simon, the legendary Paul Simon, 2-time member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, alongside his good friend and sometimes enemy Art Garfunkel. He was inducted in 1990 as a solo artist. In 2001, the great Paul Simon, still one of America's greatest songwriters. He is 82 years old today. The most junior senior senator. Does that make sense? In the United States, because the most senior senator, Democratic senator, is Patty Murray. She's second in line to the presidency. She's president pro tem of the Senate. The most senior junior senator is Maria Cantwell. She's had the job since 2000. She is 65 years old today. The man who holds more NFL records than anybody ever. He has more than 100 NFL records. That is by far the most of anybody of all time. 10 years ago, when they did their anniversary, they did a poll on who was the greatest professional football player ever. Coming in at number 1 is 61 years old today, the legendary Jerry Rice is 61. It is 35 minutes after the hour. Mike McNaughty has an opinion, and it is not too late to participate in Night in a Box. You're going to, wait a minute, isn't that in November? To help our friends at the Lighthouse Christian Ministries? Well, normally, yes, but it's earlier this year. It's tonight. Sean Arrington and Kelly Kennedy will tell you all about it. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life Channel.
Most of us are in touch with the internet in one way or another all day long. A fast, secure connection matters. It keeps us entertained, informed, and in touch. LocalTel cares about your connection. We know strong, reliable internet with your choice of speed makes life better. If you need fast, reliable internet, or maybe an upgrade, or you just have questions, connect with us by visiting localtel.com or call 509-888-8888 today.
Welcome to the Columbia Basin Dispute Resolution Center. We are a local nonprofit serving Grant and Adams counties, helping businesses and people resolve difficult issues so they can move toward a better future. We offer help with workplace disputes, residential issues, family matters, and can train your staff in conflict prevention and resolution skills. Call us at 509-237-8401 to learn more.
Crown Furniture knows the most important part of a healthy and productive lifestyle is good quality sleep. The Englander Mattress Company is dedicated to manufacturing the best mattresses made in the USA. Englander chooses the finest materials made in the USA with a drive, dedication, and attention to detail, earning them a 99% satisfaction rating. Stop by Crown Furniture today on South Wenatchee Avenue and save up to 35% on select Englander mattresses.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether.
We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
Hey man, how's your arm?
Getting better, actually, thanks.
Did they give you anything for pain after surgery? Because I think I may have some left over.
Nah, that's all right, man. Actually, me and my doctor talked about not sharing prescriptions, and that ibuprofen is a good option for me. The risk of addiction is not worth it.
Makes sense.
Take the next step. Don't share your prescriptions and talk to your friends about the dangers of opioids.
Hey, this is Mike Mad Dog McNaughty, and everybody's entitled to my opinion. And I heard something sad in church the other day. My pastor was asking us what we meant to say when we're Christians, and there were a number of responses that you would expect, but then a friend of mine said that she doesn't even use the term Christian anymore in regards to herself when interacting with other people because of the negative assumptions that people make about Christians. God, now, unfortunately, I understand what she means. I mean, over the past few years, maybe longer, when identifying myself as a Christian, I feel the need to explain that I don't like Trump, that I'm not homophobic, and I don't fit into the identity that being a Christian has become to many non-believers. You know, sad, really sad. You know, you'd hope that when we told non-believers that we were Christians, they'd think, wow, this person loves me unconditionally. He would give me the shirt off his back if I needed it. That this person is someone who I can count on not to judge me, but instead to show me grace and mercy. Honestly, folks, in this day and age, and what the church has become, how often do you think that happens? This is Mike Mad Dog McNaughty, and that's my opinion.
Stop by the Culinary Apple and elevate your cooking experience. With high-quality cookware, bakeware, and tools, you'll find just what you need. It's not too early to start thinking about the holidays. Pre-order your Apple gift packs and custom gift boxes now.
Located in the heart of downtown Chelan, Lake Chelan Sports is your best choice for outdoor apparel. Whether you're enjoying the lake or spending time with your family or simply relaxing, we have you covered. Welcome to Lake Chelan Sports.
Hi everybody, Dan Kuntz alongside Jesse Coble from Alpine Air. My heat pump there's like steam coming out of it. It's making weird noises. Is this something I need to be concerned about?
No, Dan, that's normal operation. Refrigeration technology steals heat from the outside, transfers it to the inside, and it creates frost on your heat pump. The defrost cycle melts that off, which creates steam and a little bit of noise.
That makes sense. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. For heat and air, call Alpine Air. Thanks, Jesse.
Thank you.
Meet the Move Meter from Coldwell Banker. Just enter any 2 cities and see how a potential move scores based on cost of living and more. Let's make your dream place a reality. Meet the Move Meter from Coldwell Banker. Just enter any 2 cities and see how a potential move scores based on cost of living and more. Let's make your dream place a reality.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Oh, comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here.
Oh.
I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
It is back again. It is Night in a Box. Same location as last year, a little bit earlier in the autumn. Kelly Kennedy is making her very first appearance on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. I'm Dan Kuntz, having a really bad hair day. Having a good hair day, Sean Arrington, who runs the Lighthouse Christian Ministries, of course, is going to be the beneficiary of Night in a Box. It's back. Obviously, Sean, this has been working. It's been raising awareness and money for your organization, or you wouldn't keep doing it.
Absolutely. It's our biggest fundraiser of the year, and it's the most fun fundraiser of the year. So we're really excited to be in the box again this year. We're 1 month forward so that more people can be out without having to worry about it being so cold when they bring their kids and family.
It's at Save Mart in the parking lot again this year, as it was last year.
Yes.
We need to point that out. Save Mart has been a great partner in all of this. Kudos to them. So the decision was made. November is busy. It's Thanksgiving. It's holidays. Maybe we should move it to October, about a month earlier, give more people to participate. Maybe the weather will cooperate a little bit more. What went into the decision to make it earlier in the year? I'll let both of you answer that.
Yeah, so every year we take feedback because we love feedback, and every year we were hearing more opinions that, hey, just a little bit earlier is good. I didn't hear anybody saying that we should scoot it back, so we honored that feedback and scooted it forward, and we're hoping to result in this parking lot being way more full.
And once again, for the second or third year in a row, you brought Kelly on board. I think it was just second year in a row you brought in Impact Events. So Kelly is handling a lot of the legwork that you don't have to, because a lot of people don't know this is a lot of work, isn't it? To make this thing. This isn't just a fly-by-night organization. It takes a lot of effort to make this thing work.
Yeah, it does. You know, Sean, as the executive director of Lighthouse, has a big job on its own, and then you throw a fundraising event on top of that, and it's not doable. So having an event planner that's not an employee that you pay all year, contract for an event, is awesome. But yeah, we have to get permits and the parking and barriers and people here, sponsors. It does take a few hours to put together.
And last year you were taking a chance because you were moving it to a new location, but it's high traffic, a lot of people, so it went well, obviously. Or
it was great. We had people driving by, honking, waving. We had them coming in. We created a drive-through donation. And people came in, just took a right off of Wenatchee Avenue here, donated, gave it a shout out, kept going. Some pulled in and like, what's going on? Stayed. Now they are monthly donors, and it is really a fun event. And families, and we had out-of-towners, they just think, wow, this is really a cool thing to do. And it's fun, but yeah, the presence of where we are, Save Mart is a perfect location with a perfect flat, big parking lot. It's been really great to partner with them.
So, and first of all, it is Friday, October 13th. As Sean mentioned, we're going to make it a good luck day.
Yes.
Friday, October 13th. And Friday seems to work well, too. Mm-hmm. It doesn't ruin a weekend. You're here, you're doing your thing, you're helping you guys out, and then you can still go out and do your weekend activities and help out a good cause. So Friday nights are perfect.
Absolutely. It's kind of like an urban camp out, but you get to do it Friday night, wake up, you still have all day Saturday, all day Sunday, enter into the weekend knowing that you made a difference, that you impacted the people who are on the streets. All the funds this year puts fuel into the trucks that pick up all of the food from all over the state. And right now we've been giving away 75,000 pounds of food per month to families near and far.
Giving away, just here it is.
Absolutely, giving it away.
Because people have a right to eat.
That's right, yes.
Amongst other things. And speaking of a right to eat, they're going to feed you here.
Yes.
If you sign up, they're gonna, dinner and breakfast is pretty much comes with your fee, right?
It does. We're going to have a hot chili feed. It's like a big buffet, and hot coffee and cocoa. That's given by the Women's Service League.
So they're back again.
They've been doing it, I don't know how many years. Many. Longer than I have.
Years,
many.
Yeah.
And then that's at 7 o'clock. And then on the morning at 7 a.m., Brian Alderman and his small group, they are back again and going to be serving a hot breakfast, biscuits and gravy.
And gravy, and their biscuits are homemade. They're tall. They're going to get you out of the box.
And it'll fuel you up for your Saturday and your weekend.
Yeah, you'll be ready to go take another nap afterwards.
And, you know, for dinner, we invite people to come and just fellowship with us. If you don't want to sleep in the box, you can also come, and we're going to have a worship tent, live band, and fire pits, and the food, and also testimonies, right?
Yep. There will be people here who aren't just coming out of homeless situations. One woman had her house burned down locally and had nowhere to go, and Lighthouse was there for her, and so she's going to be giving that story.
There are a lot of new people to the Wenatchee Valley, and folks probably should go no further than having Sean explain what exactly is Night in the Box? Where did that come from? It's a great story. Sean, give us the backstory on how this whole thing began.
Yeah, Night in the Box originally, you know, I remember doing a fundraiser when I was a kid, sleeping in boxes in the church parking lot, raising funds, and we didn't have the money to put the beds into the shelter that we just remodeled, and so I stayed on the sidewalk until I realized I wasn't supposed to be sleeping on that sidewalk. And so next year, first off, we raised the funds. It was a great organization. It was a great plan. The next year, the police joined us. And so we will have law enforcement here. We'll have East Wenatchee and Wenatchee police departments. We'll have organizations, churches, families. And so people just get sponsored. My goal is to raise $5,000. And if I can raise $5,000, then I don't actually have to sleep in the box.
But you are.
But I will be doing it. But if I don't, then the responsibility is I'm going to do that. So keep somebody out of the box just for this event, and then help to feed families.
And you needed to add a fun element, and you two together have made it. People go, how fun could that possibly be, even though it's an important thing? But you've added some fun elements to it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, there's events, there's stories. It's like a networking event. If you've ever gone camping, you like to bundle up, but the stories that happen here, that's like the best part. But last year there was a group of people out at the street getting people to honk, driving by. It's just, I never know what's going to happen. You just put a bunch of people into a place and say, do what you want and have fun together. It just creates itself.
Where does the box come from? Do I need to bring my own? How does that work?
So yes, we get these big boxes from Save Mart, like what your refrigerator comes in and your washer and dryer. So we have them at Lighthouse. You can go stop by anytime during office hours, which are
Monday through Saturday, anytime from 7 a.m. until 6 p.m. Sundays in the morning, they can stop by. People should pick up their boxes first, and they should prepare them because that's going to make you warmer. The way I prepare a box always leaves you leaving the box in the morning too hot. So come get them. We're full of them right now, and we're ready for them to be picked up.
You can decorate them too. We have a decorating contest. Last year it was Abby Gunderson and her family. They built a castle, and she had her sister and all their boys in it. And she's from 7 Seconds. They also serve meals, I think, at the Lighthouse. Anyway, she was our big winner, and so we do have gift certificates that are donated from businesses in our town here, and it's really fun. We had a gingerbread house. Oh, someone brought their gaming. They were doing gaming in their big screen TV. I was a little bit, you know, that's really not how homeless sleep in their boxes, but hey, it was fun.
Yeah. It's fun seeing people create in their own ways.
No sponsors, no event. You got a new sponsor this year. McDonald's is on board.
Yes.
Kudos to them.
Yes, they are. First year for McDonald's. We're still waiting for some more sponsors to confirm their dollar amount and that they're in. But yes, we do need some sponsors, absolutely, besides our overnighters, you know, who, like, I'm running to keep me out of the box.
Yeah.
I would love to raise $5,000 without sleeping in the box.
And you can raise money for the Lighthouse and not sleep in a box.
Yes.
That's right.
And all of this is some registration involved. They want to have a general idea how many people are going to show up. In the old days, it was show up, which was fine, but it could get a little chaotic. So they want to make things a little more organized. That's going to your website is going to get that done, right?
Yeah, anybody can go to WenatcheeLighthouse.org. They can make a donation. There'll be an option down below that says Night in a Box. You can put the person's name if you're sponsoring somebody, or they can go to WenatcheeLighthouse.org again and register to participate. All the information's there.
If you go to Sean's website, it pops up. It's a pop-up. You can't go anywhere, and then there's a QR right there.
Yeah.
And then you just on your phone, and you can just make a straight donation, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the notes you can add the person if you're sponsoring a person.
Did we get all the bases covered? Did we get everything done?
I believe that's everything, except for who knows what may happen that night. People will miss out if they're not here.
What are the most urgent needs for the lighthouse as we go forward into winter? Food is always at the top of your list. Anything else that we need to know about?
Food's always there, finances are always there, but eggs are gold, coffee is gold. Those keep everything going on a daily basis. If people have any old sleeping bags, blankets, bring them in. Those are life-saving measures and really show people how loved they are also.
Sean Harrington, it's good to see you, my friend.
It's nice
and
to see you.
I'm glad you moved it earlier in the year. That was a smart move.
Yeah, does that mean you're going to be here this time?
Friday the 13th. I will do my best.
You're sleeping in a box, Dan?
It's not too late for sponsors, right? Even though it's this Friday.
That's right.
Get a hold of Kelly. Get a hold of Kelly for sponsors.
You know your brother slept in a
I
box.
know, but my brother is an elected official and he's not very bright. So there's two of those things. It's good to see you. All right.
To see you, Dan.
Any help? If you any questions at all, email Kelly. We'll put her email address up on the screen. She returns emails. All right. Thanks for doing this. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Stay warm on Friday the 13th.
Thanks.
And we'll be right back.
D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee provides financial services for independent-minded clients working to secure their futures. Whether it's helping construct your personal financial, retirement, or estate plan, they start with a disciplined approach and straightforward advice. An individualized approach is rooted in the values, stability, and strength their company was founded on in 1935. With offices coast to coast and personal attention you deserve right here in the Wenatchee Valley, learn more about D.A. Davidson.
Let Mary Maid's custom cleaning experts help you clean up your to-do list. Between work, kids, and pets, it's hard to find time to keep up. Let Mary Maids of Wenatchee help. Mary Maid's cleaning experts can help keep your home or business fresh, neat, and exactly how you'd clean it, if only you had the time. Call now for a free estimate, 509-663-1710. Serving Chelan and Douglas counties, Mary Maids, let us help.
In today's environment, risk management assessment is a crucial process for your business. Risk assessment will identify, evaluate, and mitigate hazards. Don't let risk impact your business income, reputation, operations, and your overall success. We can give you peace of mind by transferring your business risks to the insurance providers. Call Stacy at August Edge Insurance today to schedule a risk management assessment for your business.
Hi, I'm Corley with Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, Animal Care Coordinator here, which sometimes includes cats. I usually do dogs. This is Sydney, Animal Care Associate with us. And today we are going to talk to you about Mittens. Mittens is our 8-year-old black and white tuxedo female. And she was surrendered to us by her owners about 3 weeks ago due to, again, a living situation, which is probably the most common thing we see. They were moving and the new landlord would not accept their cat. So the owner brought her into us and we are trying to find a home for her. What we know about Mittens is she was really well cared for. Her owners even had a full dental done on her last year, which is so important for elderly cats to have that done. So that is not something you have to worry about doing. She's also up to date on all her vaccinations, and she's spayed and microchipped, and so she is a no-worry cat. She'd easily just join you in your home. Other things we know about Mittens is she would prefer to be your only cat. Or only pet, really. you know, she's a little older, so she's kind of set in her ways, and she just wants to be on your lap and snuggle with you all day without any division of your attention. She's also really soft, and she's still playful, which is awesome for, you know, an older cat.
So Mittens is black, and she also has white on her feet, just kind of like her name, like she's wearing mittens. She also has a little black dot, like she has a little beard. Her whiskers are also very long, and just overall, she's a very pretty kitty.
If you would like to come and meet Mittens, we are open Thursday through Tuesday, 11 till 6, and you can feel free just to come right back into our cat room and, you know, give her some pets.
Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org.
This is Grace, and this is her world record-holding guinea pig with an iconic name, Abby.
She currently holds the Guinness World Record for the highest bar jump by a guinea pig. I ride horses and I jump, so I kind of thought it'd be interesting to teach my guinea pig to jump like my horse does.
One day she came out of her room and looked at us, and I said, "Did you get it?" And she said, "Yeah, we got it."
After we won our award, we came to Abby's to celebrate.
Hey, hon, would you run this around to the wash rack? Oh, okay. Hey, hon, what happened? They shrunk the truck.
The all-new midsize Canyon is now available at Sangster Motors.
Winter is a great time to trade in your current hot tub. Turn your old hot tub into money with Blue Lagoon Pool & Spa's trade-in program. You can save $500 to $1,000 off of any new Artesian spa or take advantage of a free Bluetooth music experience. Blue Lagoon Pool & Spa recommends draining your hot tub every 3 months. Ask us about our drain and refill special. Stop on by Blue Lagoon Pool & Spa today.
Wow, that billy goat shot was pretty cool. It looked like we were on another planet. On Fridays, I'm usually on another planet. It is 48 degrees outside here in the big city. You'll notice if you've been outside, there are a few clouds. They'll be thinning out as the day progresses. We'll take one more look at that weather forecast. But if you haven't gotten the word yet, there's going to be an eclipse tomorrow morning, Saturday morning. It is an annual solar eclipse. It depends on where you live. Now, we're not going to see the complete deal. About 80% of the sun will be covered by the moon at its peak here in our area. But it looks like we might have a pretty good chance here in the Wenatchee Valley, north central Washington, to actually see it. It's kind of hit and miss on when these clouds are going to depart on Saturday morning. The solar eclipse is from 9 to 10. It peaks about 9:32, 9:33. So are we going to have clear skies? You can check it out tomorrow morning? Well, hope so anyway. From the National Weather Service, there's weather systems out there, but they're weak. They're going to cloud us up back and forth, and whatever rain we're going to get is going to be pretty darn light. But it's looking pretty good today with a high of 64. Light rain tonight, more like sprinkles, and it's going to be in the wee small hours of the morning. If your analysis for some football tonight, you're going to stay dry. Overnight low of about 50. Rain, a little bit of light rain in the morning, clouds, and then they thin out with a high of 67 on Saturday. Sunday looking good, lots of sunshine, high of 67, but a good chance of rain on Saturday night into Sunday. And that's it for us. Have a great weekend. See you Monday. Bye-bye.
Greetings, North Central Washington. Welcome to Network TV. I'm your host, Jenny Rojanasatian, Executive Director of NCW Tech Alliance, and I'm so delighted to have you join us today. At NCW Tech Alliance, we are passionate about fostering innovation, collaboration, and growth in our community. Our mission is to drive the advancement of technology and support the development of a thriving tech ecosystem in North Central Washington by supporting technology, entrepreneurship, and STEM education initiatives. Today, I'm welcoming back two of our previous guests, Dr. Sue Kane, Director of STEM Initiatives and Strategic Partnerships, and Pete Phillips, Executive Director of Technology at the North Central Education Service District. I've asked Sue and Pete